Hello, everybody, and welcome to the No Rope Break podcast. Three guys with full-time jobs and part-time bad takes. I'm your host, Donnie, and accompanying me is Chris and Goose, where we discuss and react to things going on regarding the world of WWE. WrestleMania 42 is in the rear view, and there has been no shortage of opinions. The biggest wrestling event of the year deserves ample time to discuss, so we might as well get right into it. And remember, it's triple threat rules on the No Rope Break pod, nowhere to go, and everything's on the table. WrestleMania week just ended. Fresh off of that, plus Raw after Mania, for those of you that are listening at the time we're recording this, how are we feeling? It's the biggest weekend of wrestling of the year. How are we feeling?
Um, I mean, after Saturday, I wasn't feeling too good. I think they picked it up though. Sunday and yesterday. Start with Saturday. Disaster on all fronts. Every match just about was extremely disappointing. Um, I guess like the undercard or whatever. What? Drew and Fatu, disappointing match to be honest. Thought they could have done a lot more. I don't have like any really memorable moments from the match. I don't know if that's just me, I wasn't paying attention or whatever. So disappointing based on the build. The two women's matches were like 5 minutes each. Also disappointing. And what else was even on that Saturday? I don't
There
remember.
was the women's tag fatal four way. I'm assuming that's
Yeah.
the third women's match you didn't mention, but that one also was
Yeah.
like 8 minutes or something.
Yeah, it was like 9 minutes. So
Seth Gunther.
that was a great match. I can't even hate. That was a
Yeah, you better not.
masterpiece. Masterpiece. I loved it. It did everything it was supposed to do. Braun Baker is back. We were right, as we usually are, because we know ball. And yeah, I'm loving where that's going. I wonder what Gunther's favor is going to be. That really throws a wrinkle into everything.
Yeah,
Um, and yeah, that was a good match. Let's talk about how Braun Breaker got his cranium like marked last night. What was that about? Bleeding from the back of his head after the chair shot?
yeah.
That was
Seth
rough.
hit him a bit
Seth,
too
I
high.
swear, every time he does that chair shot, he gets like dangerously close to the back of like anybody's head. I could have sworn when he hit Paul Heyman with it like a few weeks ago, he definitely rocked him, bro. Like he hits them high as hell. It's like the top of the chair is always like right here, bro. Always there. And it
Disconnect people's
finally,
brainstem,
yeah,
dog.
he finally almost just like killed this dude, Braun Breaker, 2 days after or the day after he returned. Hopefully he's okay. But yeah, what do you guys think about night one? How do you guys feel? Because I was pissed after night one. That
I'm
was
gonna
terrible.
say, I'm gonna say a few things here. The ads were longer than the matches, and the excuses were much longer than the matches. They said that Liv Morgan and Stephanie Vaquer had a shorter match because they were both dealing with injuries. Yet, literally one day later, we're watching Liv Morgan with Sol Ruca have at least a match twice as long.
Yeah,
Listen, bro, ain't nobody Wolverine, dog. You ain't gonna just heal back in 2 days. You can go ahead and hoop like that. And it was a good match. It was a great match, in my opinion, for a Monday Night Raw. You tell
yeah,
me
it's
she
pretty
could have
good.
done that with Stephanie Vaquer? Like, I don't know if this is a TKO thing, a WWE thing, an ESPN thing, whatever it is. But I think that the women do deserve better, and I think they do deserve some longer matches, especially when it's a feud that's a main feud on a show. If
Yeah,
anything, the 7 minute match should have been the damn Usos and Speed. That should have
It
been
was.
7 minutes.
Wasn't
was.
that
Yeah,
seven
I
minutes?
think that one was eight. Yeah,
Should have
Yeah,
been
they
a
were
minute
all
less.
they were all short, bro. Like Hulk Hogan had more screen time than like actual
yeah,
wrestlers on
Yes.
WrestleMania.
And that's terrible. Like, we're here to watch WrestleMania. Night two was so much better, but was it better because of there was lack of commercials? I feel like we didn't see that many
No, it was pretty bad. It might have
unnecessary
been a
drama.
little better, but I think the
there was
match
one
quality,
less. There was one less match. So like just the math there.
yeah.
I think that also did it. So, I mean, I
But what
guess
was it, like an hour of commercials? It's like 3.5 hour event. An hour of it is
Yeah.
commercial. It's like a
And then
football
it,
game, bro.
and then it was like another, I think I saw something like another 30 something minutes of entrance time.
Yeah.
So then we really only saw like a half hour or what do you call it, an hour and a half of wrestling in 3 hours.
Again, if that's like, why don't they just make it a longer event? Like why do they like have to cut time? I don't understand. They're on ESPN. They're like, again, what we were talking about last week, like when WrestleMania ends, the stream just ends. There's nothing after it that they're like, oh, like can't like this is a hard stop at whatever 3.5 hours, whatever it was. Like just make every match long, make it a 4 hour event. If you really need all the ads in there. I don't understand it. Like none of this shit makes sense to me.
Yeah, TKO is ruining WWE. I honestly feel that way. I think that they're adding too many, they're just changing too much. First it was the ads on the ring. That was cool. And then the ads were in the ring. Okay, that was cool. Then the ads were on the damn, screens around like the barricades. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Now they're saying no commercials on Netflix, and instead they mute the damn episode in one corner and then they put the loud commercial in the other corner. Like, and then half WrestleMania is freaking commercials, and it's just like, dude, is WWE not making enough money where you guys got to spam commercials to get your money back? Like, I don't know what the logic is, uh,
Greed. They're
but
making more than
honestly,
enough money, bruh. They're
and
probably making like significantly more money than they've ever made.
probably. But maybe not as much as they promised ESPN would get. I don't know. I don't know what that deal looked like. But something just the math is not mathing. It doesn't look like Ari Emanuel and them are in it for wrestling fans. It seems like they're just in it because they want money from it. And I think there's got to be a better blend. I mean, they're adding so many celebrities, and Lil Yachty's like the only one I really like. The rest are kind of just there to be there, or they show up for a short time, like Travis Scott. And they're just adding too much into these main events, and it just makes it really hard for younger stars to break out. It's just it's all about a money game here, and I don't think WWE is really about that for the real fans, and they'll lose them. That's my opinion on night one.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what a lot of you guys are saying. I mean, as far as that graphic I sent a few days ago, I'm just gonna go off assuming that it's correct, and this is only speaking for night one. It was a 3 hour and 55 minute show. 57 minutes were dedicated to commercial breaks, 61 minutes were entrances, and 98 minutes were matches. Which, when you divide 98 by 7, and the final match is half an hour, so it's really, what is the match? 68 minutes for 6 matches. Like, yeah, like we're quickly running out of time there. And I hate how like it'll have like the ticker of like 3 minutes of ads left, but that's only like the broad ads. As soon as that ends, there's another 5 minutes of the WWE specific ads. So like that's all like false
Dude,
advertising. Like it's
oh my
like
God.
that has to be like illegal. Like that is like actually like that's like false, bro. I mean, and WrestleMania is a showcase of the immortals. Um, Everyone wants to have that match that steals Mania. But if you're only given, you need to be given the platform to succeed, to even be allowed to succeed. And so many of these matches, for me, I don't think night one was bad. I think night one was just okay. But the reasons why it was just okay is bad. Like there's like it's kind of hard to have a bad match in 7 minutes. It's just it's really hard to have a great match in 7 minutes. So it
Yeah.
just led to like an okay, gave me a lot of breaks to take a piss after my fifth beer. Like that's basically what it was. Like it's ridiculous. I mean, I don't want to have to ramble too much because I think I agree with everything you guys said. Short term profit margins on like a per event basis, it's gonna in the long run, I can't imagine it's going to be a winning formula when you're alienating your audience by not having wrestling on your wrestling show. I'm not, again, long story short, I think I did enjoy it more than I'd say the overall online sentiment was for night one, but it wasn't good. And it's WrestleMania. Like, that's like the baseline should be that it's good.
Facts. I
Yeah.
like how you're not blaming the wrestlers either. Like you're saying this has nothing to do with
Yeah,
them.
we've
You're
always been full supporters of the performers and their talent. It's You have to be given
except for
a
some of
plot
them.
up, except for some of them, which is fair. I mean, it's like a 80 something person roster,
Yeah.
But like you have to be given. Although the person that we'll talk about that person later. I don't know. I
We
think they did
will.
their thing. I
We
think they
will.
did
No,
their
we
thing.
will.
But yeah, that's
We
all I
will.
gotta
I'll
say.
get into
That's all I
roses.
gotta say.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think it was anybody's fault. I don't think they had any bad matches. It's just like you said, 7 minutes is not enough time to create a story during a match. It's gets all your spots and then the match is over. You got to get out of there. So
Yeah,
just annoying, dude. It's like everybody's complaining about it all the time, and it doesn't seem like it's getting any better. If anything, it's getting worse, like way
yeah,
worse.
yeah,
So I don't know, man. I hope they tighten up. But did you guys see Ari Emanuel said like they have full control
yeah. I did see on like
over
some
creative?
lecture at the University of Alabama. Like,
Yeah, like what
what are
the
you doing at the
bro?
University of Alabama? And then yeah,
God,
yeah, it's
man.
crazy.
Which I feel like that could tie in to what I was talking about last week. TKO takeover.
I hope so. I mean that
I hope it's a work, bro. But like not. But like it is. Because it's definitely not, but like they can make it into one.
yeah.
But
So we
I mean
talked about night one. Does anyone have anything else to say before we move
nah.
into our sentiments of night two?
Let's move on from Saturday
Well,
main event and let's get to WrestleMania.
yeah. Well, let's talk about the main event first. We haven't talked about the main
Oh, that's
event.
true. That's true. True. Oh, yeah. Do
It's
we
the
want to
biggest
just
part.
get right into? You mean the main event of night one?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, I mean, Cody Rhodes walked in as champion. Cody Rhodes walked out as champion. There were some nuances throughout the match that I'm sure we'll get into it. How do we feel about it? The match itself, the result, Pat's involvement, and some of the nuances of Cody's actions and Randy post match, just the whole shebang. How are we feeling?
I was pretty happy with everything until the end, to be honest. I feel like the beginning part was a little like the whole Jelly Roll Pat McAfee thing was just like why is this even happening? But like it was good because then they were both just like gone until the end. The match itself, I think, was great. Great storytelling. I think the Cody heel turn is right on the horizon, or at least semi heel turn. He was basically wrestling like the heel on Saturday, and I loved it. It looked great. So, match itself good. Randy did his thing. I like the whole fake injury thing angle, even though I don't really think it's like fake, but like whatever. Um, but yeah, get to the ending and then everything just stops making sense. Like Pat McAfee. Of course, dude. Of course he was involved in the finish. Of course. How are we fooled? How could we have possibly thought? Oh my God. Like he just comes out, gets RKO'd, and then that costs Randy the match. It's just like why? Just, then yeah, just thought it was a great match overall. Ending ruined it for me, as I guess I kind of expected, but shout out to Cody and Randy and fuck TKO and Pat McAfee.
Well spoken. Chris, do you want to go or could I step in second? Or do
No,
I?
no, no. Step in, bro.
All
Step.
right. Like Goose said, obviously I would have preferred Jelly Roll and Pat McAfee to not be involved in it at all. And we'll talk about a main event match that had no other involvement that I think all of us like more. But having the little shenanigans, and then in my mind, that was them, writing Pat off with that jelly flop, you know, and I thought we were going to be done with him the rest of the match. I thought that was a great way to deal with the bad situation. Everything in the middle, I agree. I liked, like you said, like I really liked. That's what the feud should have been all along, but in promo form and then match form. And then the ending, I don't like how like McAfee's coming out with like the neck brace and like the old referee uniform. Like it is funny, but like I just and I like comedy in my wrestling. I just don't think that that was the time for it. It is unfortunate that like I know that a bunch of shit went on the whole match, like one crossroads, like when a few manias ago, like Roman, like it had to be three, like Randy, it's one. The Cody like heelish activities I liked. I wish that we could have seen that full turn during the match. I think that would have been because now, like I texted in our chat, I'm giving them credit for something that hasn't happened yet. But on the bright side, half glass full. I did like it. I think I liked it more than again a good amount of the online sentiment was. Even like the ending, I think there were some interesting things to it, and hopefully it leads to something impressive and more interesting off of it. Chris, I'm excited for what you have to say.
RKO Glazer.
First, I have to turn my background off because I have to do some acting. Okay. So I don't even know how to do this right now. Listen, this is the problem. Okay. This is my problems. I love seeing Randy in the main event. I don't know how many more times I'll get to see that. So I was just very excited to see Randy doing his thing. Okay. He's the GOAT. All right. So I'm gonna say that. He's the GOAT to me. Now that I have my background off, I hated that he had to play that same stupid back injury angle every time he's in a big match. He's on my back, man. Like, bro, I saw you fight. When are we gonna have a freaking Randy Orton match where Randy Orton actually looks like Randy freaking Orton, bro? Why are you going against goddamn Cody Rhodes? Listen. John Cena actually has a back problem. He walks around like this, bro. Okay, he walks around and he's picking dudes up, bro. He's hitting them with the AA. He didn't even do this after, and he walks like this. And you're telling me that Randy Orton, okay? You're telling me that he has to go a whole match, every good match, and immediately his back hurts. Cody wasn't even targeting his back before he'd do a move, and he like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Are you kidding me? And then you have damn Pat McAfee, who shouldn't be in it in the first place. And then when he comes in to save the day, he slow counts Randy? Are you kidding me? We can't blame that on the neck brace, dog. We can't blame that on the neck brace, okay? He was looking up here. All you had to do is, all right, bro? That's all you had to do. Homeboy wanted to, come on, man. Come on, man. And then Randy Orton, of course, which was fire, had to RKO Pat McAfee because, like, we don't want him here anyway. Okay? We don't want him here anyway. Fire. RKO him. You don't need him. I knew that was coming when he said that in the interview before Mania. When he said, I don't need Pat McAfee around. Okay? I knew he was going to RKO him. Okay? Or punt him or whatever. And then you freaking get crossroads one time and all the venom is out of the Viper. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Come on, man. Are you one of those? It don't even look like it hurt in real life. And it only took one, bro.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. When was the last time Cody Rhodes beat anybody with one crossroads, bro?
None.
Like,
Didn't he freaking like crossroads Seth Rollins off the top rope and Seth kicked out of that crap, bro?
yeah.
You're telling me Randy Orton can't take one regular one because he freaking RKO'd Pat McAfee? And then on top of that, then at the end of the match, homeboy wanna and you want to go in there and go for the punt kick at the end of the damn match when it's already you freaking lost. What is the purpose of you holding the belt up high like you did something, bro? This is not Triple H versus The Undertaker, WrestleMania. I don't even know when Triple H was the only one to walk out.
27.
27. And he walked out of WrestleMania. Undertaker was on the damn go-kart going out the arena. Bro, it's not that type of aura. That match was 40 minutes. This match was not 40 minutes. And this match had all these interferences. And it's just not, it had potential to outdo Roman and Cody. Freaking CM Punk. That match, I think those two, Cody and Randy, are better wrestlers collectively than CM Punk and Roman Reigns are, skill for skill, attribute for attribute. They
I
could
can
have
give
had
you
that
that.
same level of
Yeah, I
magic
won't disagree with
or
that.
better. And they have a better story, a longer story.
Well, they made the story Pat McAfee, so
On
no, they
paper.
actually did.
On paper, I'm with you, Chris. Yeah.
Yeah.
They could have had that same level of match. I don't even care if Randy would have lost. Yes, I do. He's the GOAT. But if he lost and it was like in the fashion that CM Punk type, I would have been that would have been amazing. I was so excited because the show was complete trash up until that point, and then they just did that. Now, hopefully there's more to this Cody Randy. Hopefully they have their nice lockup down the line. But that for WrestleMania, that you could have saved that for a SmackDown episode, bro.
Damn.
Absolutely, absolutely blasphemous.
Yeah.
Damn. Fair enough, bro.
Yeah, I respect that.
I still for the one crossroads, bro. He couldn't beat
The one
anybody
crossroads is
with
crazy.
that.
The
Like that
last
is so
time
insane.
I can remember him doing that was like Chad Gable like a year ago.
Yeah, this is Randy fucking Orton.
And I was mad when he beat Chad Gable with one crossroads. Yeah, like Randy Orton, that's ridiculous. I don't care how late in the match, like
Yeah.
my pillow's kicking out of one crossroads.
Yeah, bro.
Like it's like ridiculous.
How are you about to tell me the legend killer gets killed off of one crossroads? The apex predator gets taken out after one bite from another animal. He don't even want to keep going. He get bit once, done. It's over for
Extinct.
me.
Extinct.
Gone.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a perfect segue. It's like the final thing I'd say before we have to move on to night two is where do you think this goes? Where does this go? Because I'll go first on this actually, because I know that we were joking about the Cody, Jelly, Randy, Pat tag team. We were joking, but I think we were also serious. I think that is definitely where they wanted to go. I don't know. I think they're pivoting honestly with that RKO, which like thank God. So I think we will eventually get Randy Cody again, and I do think Randy will win the second time. I just don't know if they do it. Like, I mean, Backlash is like 2 weeks from now, so I don't know. Like what do we think? I don't think it's gonna happen then, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, also based on what happened on Raw, like are they just like scrapping it? I honestly can't tell what's gonna happen because yeah, I mean, there's a lot more of a story to tell. But then what was the point of the segment with Punk on Raw? I guess maybe just planting the seed, but like, why do that
Yeah,
now?
Long-term storytelling, cinema.
Yeah, but you got to be worried about
it's all
this
a part of the
story
show.
first.
Yeah,
I
Lord
don't know.
knows, man.
I guess
Lord
I mean,
knows.
I hope it happened. I hope they continue the story and then actually make the story about what it's actually about.
Yeah, maybe
But
they can fight without a title. Let Randy keep it, because that tells me if Randy Orton gets the belt, he's giving it back up when it's their time for for Mania, if anything.
Uh, I guess my last point is I the one thing I don't want to see is this rematch and then Cody wins again, but this time turning heel. Like that's like why wouldn't you have just done that the first time? Like that would be the
yeah.
ultimate slap in the face. That's probably like the last thing I have to say. I did overall like the match though, I'm not gonna lie.
I just want to move on to night two, man. Night one gives me nightmares.
That's fair. That's fair. I think we're still underselling that Seth Gunther match though. I think that was the second best match of the weekend.
It
But on to night
Definitely was.
two. The overall sentiment was that night two was a major step up from night one. How do we feel? Do we agree with that?
Two thumbs up, 100%. I think match quality, again, I don't know if it was, I mean, they did have more time during the matches because there was one less match, but I don't know if that's what it was. I don't know, but I feel like the matches they felt like they meant more on night two. I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like it had a bigger, I don't know, bigger match feel for like just about every match, to be honest. And then the main event was like peak aura, like they were aura farming crazy. I was like frozen in my chair. But yeah, overall, I think definitely a lot better. I think a lot more memorable matches. The Demon was fire. I love seeing the Demon. I wish it wasn't daytime though in the stadium. That kind of ruined the entrance. I don't know why they didn't just make it like 2 hours later. They started that shit like 3 p.m. in Vegas. Anyways, it's a whole nother tangent. But yeah, overall, much better. Top to bottom, I think. I think I enjoyed just about every match more.
Can't say anything different on my end. I think that CM Punk Roman match is one of the best matches at WrestleMania that I've seen. personally since I've watched wrestling. All the matches were great. Oba Brock, cool. Ladder match, great. Jade Rhea, I thought was better than I would have ever expected. I just think every match in that card was just better. The camera angles were better. The lighting was different. And there was more people in the stadium, and I think that that also affected it as well. I mean, there's probably twice the amount on night
Yeah,
two.
the crowd was hot.
Yeah,
Dude, the
so
stadium looks so whack, bro. The way they had it set up made it look like empty on the floor. I don't know why. I mean, they probably did that because they didn't sell enough tickets, but it just like even like around the stage where you could like see the floor and there's like nobody there. It's just like, damn.
it looked like
Like
AEW.
kind of kills it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I enjoyed night two a lot. Major step up for sure as just like a total package. And I do need to watch that main event one more time,
Yeah.
sober one more time, and I might start saying some pretty crazy things regarding its ranking. I mean, do we want to rip the band-aid off and just talk about the main event? We
Yeah,
can
I mean,
talk about
Do it in 7 minutes. If we can
we
do
can
it in
talk about
seven
some of the
minutes.
other matches before. Yeah, I mean, I really think that was everything that a Mania main event should be. It was an amazing, amazing in-ring story. We almost forget how simple wrestling can be when it's just one person mano a mano and just they just have a story to tell. I thought it was very, you get all the Roman Reigns stuff with his like fine self walking around, talking shit, smirking,
yeah,
doing
the
his little smug
talking
faces,
shit.
like doing all that. Yeah. And then you
I
get all
love that,
that.
bro.
You got some amazing sequences. One thing about Punk that has always been so impressive to me is his ability to counter and like mesh well with so many people's different move sets, turning one move to another into another. And it takes two to tango. Roman deserves credit there too. But Punk's just no matter who he works with has always been able to do that. And just like that image of, that Hangman Adam Page spot that they've been doing so many times since Punk's been back of the GTS rope into the second one. But, end of the day, Roman was right. Punk was too old. He collapsed under the weight. Roman was able to give it that little extra. Punk couldn't. Amazing performance. I can't really say much else. Two thumbs up. If I had more than two arms, I'd give however many thumbs up. Amazing.
I think Roman only got the better of him that day. I think CM Punk had the weight of that championship on his shoulder for 100 something days. I think if they both came in fresh, I think Punk would hit that on a normal day. But I think that's also what they want you to think in that moment, where kind of see that was the protected CM Punk loss in a way. So I really enjoyed that main event. Again, it was just beautiful. I mean, I was in awe the entirety of the match. Everybody was calling him Fragile Phil. Put some respect on his name. He didn't look fragile at all. He came in there looking more ripped than I think we've seen him in a long time. Like he looked like Punk from when we were younger. He didn't look like he'd missed a beat since 2011 at WrestleMania. He looks a little bit slow some nights on Raw, on the other, PLEs, but at WrestleMania, he looked as sharp. I don't know if he took a horse tranquilizer before or something to not feel the pain, but he was just moving different and I loved it. Like I felt like a little kid again for however long that match was.
Yeah, I mean, I can't agree more. Like, I'll literally top to bottom, starting with the entrances. Like, Roman's entrance was fire. I was like, that was just like aura farming for like 15 minutes, 70-yard walk to the ring. And then Punk's entrance with the ROH theme, the jacket. I love like the walking out to no music. That was so tough, bro. The
Yep.
whole, you got like 55,000 people screaming it. Yeah. It's club. So tough, bro. Oh my God. And then like they started with that and I was like, oh shit. Like we got something here. That was like actually big match feel. I feel like night two in general was I don't know what it was about it, but
It's
it
camera
was just
work.
like huge match feel. Like this is it. This is the main event of the weekend, which it was.
Hmm.
Match itself, the story was beautiful. They literally killed each other for like 40 minutes. I loved the spot where Roman had like CM Punk stuck upside down. He was upside down for a while, bro. Like definitely all the blood was rushing to his head. His face was like purple. He ate like what, five Superman punches, got murked with the chair with the steps. Like that was insane.
Was that a DQ?
100%. Should be, but I like how they kind of made it into like, oh, like the refs giving leniency. I think it makes sense.
And
Like,
he's real lenient.
I mean, yeah, I mean, whatever. I'm not really that. I was. If they would have called it a DQ, we would be so mad, bro.
We
Like
would, we
that would
would.
have been a catastrophe. But yeah, everything else, I love the spot where Punk did the whatever, the double GTS couldn't get up, and then that was what cost him. Elbow drop from the fucking heavens. That was crazy too. Like, I can't say enough good things about the match. Story was great, moves were great, chemistry was great, ending was great. Like, thumbs up, toes up, all fingers up, everything. 10 out of 10 match.
Everything's up, huh?
Like you were saying, Donnie,
Everything is up.
everything.
Yo,
Every everything.
you're right.
But yeah, Donnie, you were saying it earlier. We might have to have some serious conversations about this match in terms of just general overall match rankings all time. I don't care about just
Generation.
WrestleMania. All time. Like this might be. I don't want to say it because, like you said, I've only watched it once. This might be the one, bro. It might be top two, not two. I'm not gonna. I don't know if that's recency bias or what, but that match was insane. Everything about it.
Yep, and I feel like
Oh,
that can't be a one and done
so
match. I feel
good.
like they have to have another one, at least one more. If Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker did it twice, y'all could at least do it twice. Because
Yeah.
that was CM Punk needs his get back, in my opinion.
They were in the fight forever chance. Like,
Fight
Yeah, I
please
mean,
fight forever.
the
forever.
greatest chant you could possibly get, and such a rare one. Yeah, because I mean, the gentrification of this is also needs to be studied. The fight forever is the
Yeah.
real. That's the real chant.
That's the real one. When
Yeah.
you get that,
Yeah.
you know you're watching a banger for sure.
Oh my goodness. It's like I mean, I'm smiling ears just thinking about that match. It was so crazy. I just also just love that little last gasp, like that little swing and a miss from Punk. Just like
That was good
that's
too.
the last thing he
Oh,
had. It's
such a
oh my
good
goodness.
match, bro.
Oh my goodness. It was so good. And then I mean, even like little moments, like when they first lock up and then Punk like slips off of him and Punk kind of makes a joke of like how oiled up Roman is. And like
Yeah.
Roman just gives him this like, bro, I'm too cool for school, like that kind of
Yeah.
thing. Like, it's just wrestling at its best is just when you have one character and another character, and you just like they are just the perfect like antithesis of each other in so many ways. And this feud in its build up at its best was that. All right, everybody, and we're back. We just had to have a quick little intermission there. If you're enjoying the show, make sure to give us a follow and a like on all of our platforms. What is it? No Rope Break Pod on
Mhm.
TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Just talking about the night two main event. Just really quickly, like where do we think this is going for both of the superstars involved? I think one is probably easier to predict than the other. But
Why don't you start us off, brother?
yeah, I mean, let me just go with the easy one. That Raw after Mania definitely felt like we were watching like pandemic era Thunderdome Tribal Chief. Uso's back to his side. It looks like this backlash match could very well be Jacob Fatu. I think this is just a way to get Fatu to acknowledge him. He'll be on Raw and he'll be on Roman's side again. Well, not again because he never was, but like, that'll be a way to get him on his side and make his numbers even stronger. And I think we'll see where they go from there. But I think on a basic level, we're just getting Bloodline. What would it? It'd be 3.0 at this time at this point. As for Punk, the fact that he even showed up on the Raw after Mania, I think, is impressive. I really thought, as well as other people, that he would take at least a little bit of a of a time off. I don't think you reinsert him in the title picture immediately, even with that tease with Cody. I think you just, I don't know, maybe some sort of semi long term feud with someone. I don't know. What do we think? I think him is a shot in the dark for me personally.
Yeah, for Roman, obviously, I think the Usos will be on his side. I feel like they're going to do something though. I feel like they can't just go back to the, oh, acknowledge me, everybody in the family, or like my minions. Like, I don't think, even if Fatu, like, if they have a match and he loses that backlash, I don't think he's gonna do that shit. Um, I still think the whole TKO angle is on the table.
I
Maybe
hope
it's just
so.
a slow burn.
That was the best scream
Um,
I ever heard. I really hope so.
I mean, I feel like now that the Usos are back with him, like that's the start of it. Maybe Roman's got a plan. It's gonna go federal, federal, and that's what him being back all summer is like. In terms of Punk, yeah, I don't know. I do like that he's staying or sticking around though. I like the whole "I'm always ready" Matt Cardona. Um, I do like that we'll see. It seems like we're gonna see Punk good amount. I don't know who he's gonna feud with. Like you said, I almost feel like they might just throw him in the ring with Cody soon. I mean, but then there's reports that Cody's like, oh, he's done for a little bit, right? Because of his eye.
Yeah, but since he was on Raw, I think that he'll talk. I don't see him not talking.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like they might just do that, which I don't know. I want to see him with Randy, but yeah, hope so for Roman, hopefully they're doing the corporate bloodline, and then CM Punk, hopefully it's not with Cody. Hopefully he's just there every week, get some wins, maybe loses a few times, and then he's back in the picture
Yeah.
around SummerSlam or not maybe SummerSlam. Maybe more like end of the year, warming up to Mania time next year.
All right. Well, first I want to just kind of piggyback off of what I was saying last week, which was that this Mania was going to be all about Black history and where that leads. Now, I just want to say that before I get into Roman and Punk's direction, because I feel like I can say this before. Obafemi's the GOAT. He's the mountain you will never climb. Trick Williams had the damn toilet paper hanging from his back pocket all the way to the ring. And those two are about to be out of the stratosphere stars. Now, Cody and Roman, bro, Cody and Roman direction. I think I think that it can't really go any other way that you guys have already shared. I think that the bloodline thing is going to honestly just continue to carry on, and I think we're going to see some new members. I think maybe Tama Tonga goes over there too. I think he leaves solo. Um, Hopefully The Rock,
That
but
would be, I don't
Well, it's
know though.
always in the back pocket, you know. I
It
hope.
is. Could happen any week.
Yeah.
yep, because that
Maybe
would
he
really
helps him beat
be
Fatu.
exactly that would be peak seeing The Rock back in there again, even if he's not wrestling, just having him talk.
Yeah.
Um, for Punk, I'm confused about that. Like, yes, we know potentially what the end game is, but how long did Randy Orton look at the WWE title before he even did anything? So we don't know how soon
Like
or what happened.
said like 2 years.
Exactly. So we don't know when that's going to be with Punk, to be honest. We just know it's coming.
You know, I just remembered this. You know how Punk kept saying like a championship opportunity can just fall out of the sky? Money in the Bank's in like 2 months. So maybe that's where he's going. Maybe he wins Money in the Bank and then he just like lurks around and then maybe he turns on Cody or maybe he goes back to Roman, who knows? But he said that like 3 times. And like at the first time he said it, I was like, he said it like a way he's like can just fall out of the sky. I was like, hmm. Then he said it again. I was like, hmm. third time, or he said it either two or three times, but second or third time, I was like, wait a second. I know what's in June. It's in June, right? That's when Money in the Bank is?
I think they're actually moved it later this year. I think it's after SummerSlam.
Yeah,
Really?
I think
Yeah,
so too.
it's like the latest it's ever been since it's been its own pay-per-view. And
Either
before it was
way,
at Mania, so it's just the latest it's
Yeah,
ever been.
you're right. September 6th. But I mean, even then, maybe he just
Point still
lingers
stands. I think
around.
he's definitely
Yeah.
a favorite.
yeah, I
It's, I
think
mean,
people want to see
realistically,
Punk.
that's only 4 months. That's like 10 shows.
Facts. We want to see Punk get the WWE title back. I think. Before it's all said
Yeah.
and done. I do think that'll probably be his last title reign in the WWE, in my opinion. That's like upper card. You got Oba coming. You got all these other guys coming. Pause. Oh my God.
Yeah, you pulled a me, bro. You pulled a me. It's crazy.
I'm coming.
Everyone's coming.
MVP.
Everyone's coming.
But you know what I mean. There's a lot of stars on the rise, and they will deserve those spots. I think Roman is going to be one of the last few from, I guess, our generation that will continue to battle for it in the coming years. Out of the other OGs, I feel. Maybe Randy, but even then, he might get it this last time, and that's a wrap. I hope it's more than that. I think he can still go, but there's other guys.
Yeah, and I mean, if we don't have much more to say about this one, I think it's pretty important that we do talk a bit more about one of those guys. You mentioned him a bit earlier, Chris. Obafemi not only
Boom.
defeats Brock Lesnar in a pretty definitive way, but what no one saw coming, retired Brock Lesnar. So, no more of that theorizing on what Brock Lesnar is going to do. What do you do? Well, how'd y'all feel about the match quickly? And what is next for the ruler?
I mean, at the time, I was low-key kind of mad that it was that short, but it does make sense for it to be that short. I feel like they could have told maybe a little bit more of a story. I feel like they did cut it off. It was what, 5 minutes? Not even 5 minutes, right? Like 4 minutes, 50 seconds or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
Like it was just, I feel like it could have at least a few, not even, I don't need like a 30-minute match, but like, I don't know, 10 minutes, even like 8, 6, 7 minutes would have been good.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, looking back on it, it does make sense the way that it did go, and then him retiring everything. Shout out to Brock Lesnar. I don't know why I never thought I'd be saying that like in my life, but shout out to him. He is one of the GOATs for sure. Very unexpected, but I guess it makes kind of makes everything make sense. So, thought it was pretty good way to put Oba over. I'm very glad. Thank God that Oba won. Thank God. Thank you. Thank you, Triple K. Thank you, TKO. Thank you. But
Rare W.
right. So I don't know. Match me. Shout out Brock Lesnar and Oba's coming, bro. He's coming
Oh
every
yeah, he
Monday.
is.
He is coming. The ruler,
You better climb that
the
mountain.
one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not fall off, bro.
You gonna fall off the mountain.
I am the mountain you cannot climb. Exactly.
The ruler is here, man.
The ruler.
That was also super tough. I was expecting him to say something. He just spiked the mic. Oh, that was very tough.
There's nothing else to say.
I'm so excited for what they're got in store for him. Hopefully it's good.
I mean, there's only one way to go, right? It's got to be King of the Ring, right? I mean,
Yeah.
how do you just do like a normal feud, non-world title after a moment like this?
Yeah. When do you think he runs into the buzzsaw though? You think he beats like Roman? Or do you
That's the
think he like
thing.
goes all the way on his in his first championship match?
I think the route here definitely sounds like let's not overcomplicate this. Win King of the Ring, get to that main event at SummerSlam, and he gets it from Roman there.
I
But then
think
it's also like, are we only giving Roman 4 months? Well, then who knows? I mean,
Yeah.
if Roman's going to be full time for I hope he didn't spoil it in that post show saying like I'm going to be here all summer. Like, well, why not more than the summer, Roman?
Yeah,
I
right.
don't know. Like we'll see. I think that's definitely like the clear path if that's the path they want to take.
Yeah. But then if they're factoring all the bloodline stuff, like do you think Oba gets past Roman and his minions as his first title match? I feel like it's tough. I feel like at some point he's got to run into a buzzsaw. He has to. I feel like he has to. Losing to Roman Reigns at a big pay-per-view, that's like a coming of age moment, bro.
Yeah. Maybe Oba loses that slam, but he wins that Mania type. You never
Yeah,
know.
maybe.
Maybe I feel like I kind of see it in a way where Roman kind of quickly falls into his old habits that kind of ruin the bloodline when he gets too cocky. And I can kind of see him, begging for his family to help him beat Oba, and they go in and like he barely wins, and he's like holding that belt for dear life, like hyperventilating, bro, on the side
Yeah.
of the ring, like I have my belt, I have like he literally like by the skin of his teeth with help beat,
Yeah.
and I think that builds them both toward something.
Yeah, I mean, that's, I think what both of you are saying is, it's storytelling 101. It's not much of a conquering moment when there's no adversity. And I think giving Oba that adversity would make ultimately winning it, that much sweeter. And that is something that you could really, really make him, if you do this like whole TKO thing, like Goose has been saying, and Oba represents the future of WWE, that'd be one way to get him over.
You know,
Wow. Wouldn't
that
that be
is
great?
true. Yeah, and I just want to say this. How come Brock Lesnar retire after he lost to the first black wrestler? He
Think you know
lost
the
to his
answer to
first
that.
black wrestler and he retired.
Think you know the answer to that.
I'm trying to
Said I've had
think.
enough. Hung the cowboy hat up and the boots.
Tell me one black man that's beaten Brock. Has The Rock even beaten Brock?
No, The Rock put him over at SummerSlam, I
Ex-
think '02.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
he
think
did.
I
That's when
don't
he
think
won his first title.
Yeah.
I don't think a black person has ever beaten Brock Lesnar in a
I
W.
mean, Brock's the guy that beat Kofi in 8 seconds. He took the belt from Lashley.
I think Lashley did beat
Uh,
him though once.
did he?
I think so. I'm pretty sure he did.
If he
Who
did,
took the
that might be one of the most boring matches of all time.
Brock Lesnar.
It's like two meatheads versus each other, bro. It's almost
Yeah, bro.
no fun.
Bobby Lashley beats Brock Lesnar. Yeah, 2022 Royal Rumble to win the WWE Championship.
Wow, I can't believe
Oh
Brock.
yeah, that's where Bobby Lashley beat him for the championship, and then Lesnar entered the Rumble later in the night and then won the Rumble, and then the next month he won the Chamber. Like he won the Rumble and won the Chamber to like it was like and walked in as champion, and that's when Roman became the undisputed champ. Fucking Vince, bro. People that were gassing on Vince, bro. You got to remember, like this is the shit that was going on.
Brock Lesnar Glazer 69, bro.
I mean, but look at him though.
Good Lord.
He had like a 98-inch chest, bro. What did it say when they were doing the
Yeah, it was something
like? Come
wicked, bro.
on,
Shout out to him. Definitely one of the greats, but bro,
That's a
yeah,
lot of inches, bro.
get out.
yeah.
Get
Like, how do you even get all that meat on your bones, bro?
Minnesota born and bred, bro.
Well, I was born and bred in Cheshire, Connecticut / Ashburn, Virginia. I think I should look exactly the same.
Who,
Hey,
Brock Lesnar? Yeah, sorry to break it to you.
I'm gonna have to start
Yeah,
taking testosterone.
one distinguishing characteristic, and I don't think he'd be too happy about it based on his history.
Oh my God.
I mean, one so someone born in the great white north and another born in the land down under. Rhea Ripley regains a
Yo.
championship once again. What a transition. Mommy is on top once again. Defeats Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Championship and is based on what we saw on the Raw after Mania, is officially making the switch to SmackDown, to the blue brand. It's been a long time. How did we feel? You know what? I actually will go first. Or does it make the most sense? Actually, let's have Goose go first. Yeah, I shouldn't be going first. Goose, how'd you feel about the match, the decision, everything involved with it?
Decision, you already know how I feel. Two thumbs
Uh,
up, great decision. I love Rhea Ripley. Mommy on top. She deserves to be the champion. The match itself, also, now I'm playing. Two thumbs
yeah,
up,
yeah,
two
that was
thumbs.
fire, bro. That match was
Nah,
fun.
shout out to this again. I never thought I'd be saying this. That's twice on this episode, but shout out to Jade Cargill, bro. She did great. She did very well. Very good match. Would I have liked it to be a little longer? Yes, but that's the case with just about every other match on the card. But I think everything that needed to happen happened in it. Had a little bit of shenanigans. Didn't work out for her. Just yeah, good match overall. The one part I do gotta sneak a little hate in there though. When she was doing that boot to EO when she did the backflip, that she should have just not done that. That looked like she looked a little slow on that one. I don't know if you guys know what I'm
That
talking about.
hesitation there, that hesitation where she
Yeah,
was like, do I, do I?
she like started doing the kick like after she had already jumped. It was just and she like missed her by about 4 feet. It was everything else though. Good job. Shout out to Jade Cargo, bro. Shout out to Rhea Ripley more though. The new WWE Women's Champion, as she should be. All is right.
I mean, I think that kick spot is one of those moments where it was in the closing moments. If that was like right before the ending, I think it would have affected me a lot more. But it still went on for like that little
Yeah.
counter on counter on counter, that really smooth.
Yep.
Rhea through the legs, grabbed the one arm to immediately already have it into the riptide. Super smooth. Like because it went that extra 30 seconds, it didn't linger as long in my mind.
Yeah.
But I
No,
mean,
definitely.
I was saying this whole time, we all agree that build was buns. But like I trust Jade in these big matches, man. When you give Jade a good like dance partner, like I do think that she comes through. I think she had some good matches with Naomi last year. She's had a good match with Jordan Grace. She has a good like she comes through, man. And I mean, her hitting a one wing angel. I texted you guys that I can't believe she did that shit. And I can't believe Rhea kicked out at like one or something. That's like actually ridiculous. The second person in human history to kick out of a one wing angel is Rhea Ripley. But I was super impressed. They had surprisingly good chemistry given how clunky everything else around the feud was.
Yep.
I'm scared for Rhea in the sense that like the problem that Jade had that was out of her control is still there. And we now know that Bianca's not going to be there anytime soon. So I really don't know what we're going to do about the main event problem on SmackDown. But overall, really enjoyed it. I mean, dude, that one like pin where like Jade was like thrusting. Did you guys know what I'm talking
Yeah, that
about?
was wicked. I know
Like when
exactly what you're
she was
talking
like
about.
gyrating on her. I was like,
Yeah,
bro,
that was a
that's
Gyration.
crazy. That's crazy. I think Rhea kicked out like a bit extra aggressive after that. She's like, wait, hold on
yeah,
now.
hold on a
Hold,
second.
hold on now. But yeah,
No, that
overall,
was that was pretty crazy.
that was nuts. Overall, double thumbs up as well. I'm not even that mad about the length of it too. Like I think Jade is best in like 8 to 12 minute matches.
Yeah. I
Love it.
feel like everything that needed to happen definitely happened. But they did look really good, so I think they could have probably made it a few minutes longer and just kept rocking with it. But
That's fair.
I think Jade should have won the match.
I think that's also very fair to say too. Yeah.
Listen, I feel like Jade, especially power wise, a lot of those moves, Jade was the one that was really making it go. Jade also looked twice Rhea Ripley's physical height and size. She was moving faster, more aggressive. The move set was better for her this match than I think what Rhea's was, except for that ending part. That ending alone kind of puts her up there anyway. But I just think that what Jade has shown us, and we were talking bad about in ring and whatnot. If, like Donnie said, if you give her just another adequate wrestler, you can see what kind of magic that they can provide. And she had a great match with Rhea as well in just a short time.
Yeah, but it's also like
It was
you're
a
not giving her an adequate wrestler. You're giving her probably the best, one of the best top three in the entire women's division. So if you can't put together a good match with Rhea Ripley, then you're bad. Because I think Rhea Ripley could go on SmackDown and have better matches with just about, even though the roster's not great, I think she's gonna have better matches than Jade did with all of them.
That's true. I will say that.
So,
I will say
I mean, maybe Jade should have won because I don't know, Rhea Ripley. There is a Rhea Ripley fatigue that is potentially starting to become a problem, but
Mhm.
I think it was time, bro. I don't think it was working,
The rear
as you
rent
guys
will
already know.
come. The
Well,
rear
yeah.
rent will come.
It's
I
been
guess I just
loading.
didn't think. I don't know. I thought that yes, it was kind of annoying, but I think it was just the talking points between Rhea and Jade that was boring. I think you can give them two different people to talk to, and it's probably better, both for both of them. You know what I mean? I also think that, I mean, I've seen pictures of them and stuff. Like, I think that they actually are friends in real life, and I think that they don't have much negative to actually say about each other besides what you both suck. Like, you're both, you know what's. That's all they really said, and that they are that bitch. You know, they only said a couple of, uh, it needs to be more like they need to probably just not wrestle again for uh kind of heel face type of thing. I think they should just wrestle because they want to wrestle each other again, like amicably. I think you need to skip the feud portion. But I thought the match was great. I think Jade could have or should have retained, and I think that she could have had a better feud again on the microphone with literally anyone else on the roster, and we probably would have been more into it. And I think again, she has a great move set. If she continues to kind of do stuff like this, and have matches like she had with Rhea, I think then there's no reason why you shouldn't just give it back in
I
time.
think she needs to get a few more of those matches though, and some more time before she's in the main event picture because everything's magnified in the main event.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true. That's true.
And I guess my last point is I'm curious to see how Jade will be booked in the coming months. If this is, if they're going to treat her any differently and how, like, her power level and such, we'll see if they're cooling off on her or not. I don't even think they can afford to do that given how thin the SmackDown roster is over
I
there.
don't think so. I think she's not gonna be losing matches, but I don't think she'll be around as much.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I think we're at the point where if each of us just have like another thing they want to highlight, another match, another angle, another person, performer, whatever, positive or negative. I'd say like speak now or forever hold your peace kind of thing.
I have something really random,
Yeah.
but Io Sky needs to stop doing that suicide dive. She's actually about to kill herself.
Yeah.
Bro, that was, I don't know
She's done
how
it
it,
twice in like 4 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah, and her neck looks bad every time. She beat
This one might have been worse than the
this
first
one
one
might have been, yeah,
Look
because
at
like
because
this,
her neck,
bro.
she was like,
compressing like down on it. Yeah. Oh, that was so nasty. And it's crazy because maybe it's like a mental thing. Because I mean, she's done hundreds and
yeah,
hundreds and hundreds of suicide dives in her like over decade long career.
yeah.
Yeah,
And like,
she
no,
takes.
she needs to stop doing that shit though. It is one of her like low key like her main moves, but like, bro, she cannot be getting like she's going to snap her neck doing that shit. Like,
It's just not
I'm
worth it.
surprised she hasn't gotten hurt the past two times. Like, it looks bad every time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she probably did get hurt, bro. Respectfully, her neck's probably stiff as hell.
She had a fucking
Probably.
Stiffer now.
moonsault 20 seconds later. Like, it's like ridiculous.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's probably turning around like Danhausen. You know how he be like, you gotta get his
Yeah.
whole body, bro.
Where was Danhausen, by the way? He wasn't on Raw, right?
Oh, and
He
Raw.
Or
was.
did I
He
miss
was.
it?
He was on Raw. I
When?
He freaking came out and he shot t-shirts to people.
I don't think I saw that. Must
Yeah, he
have
came
missed
out
it.
in that weird little car. Bro, you gotta watch it on your computer.
Was it during like a commercial break?
I think so, maybe. If you didn't see it, yeah.
Did you
Bro,
see it, Donnie?
No, they got him on VPN housing.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's ridiculous.
you gotta watch on your computer and then hop on the VPN because Yeah, I saw like the whole show. I was like, damn, this is actually kind of fire. I think I only saw one commercial, maybe if that. And it was a
Yeah,
WWE one.
that's lit.
But yeah, Danhausen came out and he said John Cena basically get passed him the torch. And he said because he's so happy, he's gonna give everyone t-shirts and the t-shirt machine didn't work. So it like shot straight to the floor. So he picks it up and he throws it as far as he can. He's like, wow. And he freaking throws it. And then
There's
I
no way
love
that shirt was to
Danhausen,
go
man.
in that far. Yeah.
like
Yeah,
the poof
bro,
thing
he's
or whatever.
so
He
funny,
just
bro.
yeah, lights
He's
are on,
hilarious.
run some random direction, then the lights turn off. They turn back on, he's still looking around. I was like, bro, he's
No,
genius.
he's gold. He's gold every time.
I know
100%.
he's on like every show. I love it that he's on both.
Yeah.
I actually like wait for the Danhausen segment like every time I watch Raw and SmackDown. Specifically SmackDown because good Lord, that show sucks. But I'm always looking forward to seeing Danhausen, bro.
Mine's quick. We got to see the main roster debut of Mr. All Ego Ethan Page. He's one of my favorite superstars on the roster, NXT and main roster combined. I think he's immediately going to be one of the most fun, diabolical heels. Anyone that's unfamiliar with his work in NXT, seeing that he's immediately working with Javon is amazing. They had such a great program in NXT. If anyone watching looks up the chair spot that they did, like please look that up. I'm gonna send it to you guys after this. Like I love Ethan Page, and I'm so happy that he's on Raw, and I think he's gonna take that IC title pretty soon.
That would be cool.
Great
I mean,
ladder
I don't
match,
really.
but his
Yeah.
days are numbered. Penta's days are numbered. That's all I got.
Oh, but
It's
yeah.
all ego.
Still, I guess Penta's going to the moon after that. He's going to end up being WWE champion or something like that. So,
No, no chance. But yeah, no, I thought that was a pretty good match. I don't really watch NXT, so I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know who the hell bro is, but he looked good with Javon. I'm not a big fan of Javon feuding with like Rusev though.
yeah,
Good Lord,
nah.
what is that about, bro? This dude's getting the short like Trick Williams, Obafemi are beating Brock Lesnar, becoming U.S. champion, and this dude's in a feud with Rusev. Free that guy, bro. Oh my goodness. But all the NXT call-ups were cool though. I was happy to see that. I like that the rosters are changing. We'll see what they have on SmackDown. Hopefully, if we'll see a few more people. I think Joe Hendry's on it. That's like confirmed, but I feel like somebody else might come out too.
That's facts. I don't know if I'm excited about that, honestly. I think Joe Hendry is pretty cool, but I think the gimmick, like, I'm already
Yeah, I
not.
think he's just doing a concert.
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to get called up or whatever, but I
I don't
think
know. I mean, maybe he will get called. I don't know
I just think his gimmick is too unserious for you to ever take him seriously.
for sure.
Even though he's a good wrestler, I've watched him wrestle, it's cool, but
Yeah.
bro, no one's taking you serious. You're gonna do your little thing and you're gonna see Obafemi down there. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
bro, come on now. Like,
Yeah. And every time he does it when he's like on WWE programming, he always just gets like he always gets whooped after. Like he got RKO'd by Randy and he got thrown out of the Andre the Giant last week. Like
yeah, exactly. But I like Joe Hendry. I like him as a wrestler, but I think if he wants to be in the same title picture he was in NXT, he's got to be a little bit more serious or be
for
taken more
sure.
serious.
Definitely.
Um, but yeah, I mean, we've already said so much. I think I don't have anything really new to add or anything like that, but Black Power, that was a Black WrestleMania.
Heck yeah. I mean,
Hell yeah.
Black Power.
the future is here. I just hope that future includes my man Carmelo Hayes. Why like where is he?
Yep,
But
my man.
Never to be seen again.
I mean, yeah, I've really nothing else to say. Overall, so are we given, I guess the final thing before we leave, overall, are we given WrestleMania 42 thumbs up, thumbs down, in the middle, slight one way? I think I got it like right here. I think it's like
I'm gonna go.
Jack?
Slight bit of
One
a
thumb
thumbs
up,
up
and
here
then the other thumb is like
in the trenches.
not
That
all the
okay.
way down, like a little, yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I think it's solid. Overall, top night two is like a 9 out of 10. That one, low key, like a five. So whatever the middle of that is. I'll say
A
it's like I
7.
think overall 7.5. I like that number.
I think that's fair.
yeah, I'm with you.
And I think there's enough here to build off of it.
Yep,
And I think we can have a really good rest of the year. I think the overall fan excitement, especially from night two, is a lot more positive than a year ago this time after the
definitely.
incident. Yeah.
He who
All
shall
right,
not be
everybody.
named.
Fiend. All right, everybody.
Yeah,
That was another episode of the No Rope Break Pod. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Got to plug the socials again: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, No Rope Break Pod. We have the long form and short form content, post all the time, episodes out every week. And, we'll see you on the next one.